She's fire, he's water, and still, they keep finding their way back to each other. Maybe it starts with a glance, or something in the air that feels too strong to ignore. There's a pull, a spark, and it doesn't make sense at first, but somehow it matters. Something about this connection seems bigger than just a crush, like a meeting that was meant to happen, an old story playing out in a brand new way. You ever felt drawn to someone who's nothing like you, and yet you can't look away? As if they hold a mirror to a part of you that you forgot existed. If that sounds familiar, tell me about it in the comments. I'm listening. Let's talk about the Aries woman and the Cancer man, a pairing that seems like a mismatch on paper, but in the real world, it can be something rare, something intense, even life-changing. She's bold. She leads with instinct. She says what she means and lives life at full speed. There's no filter, no hesitation, just pure, fiery presence. The Aries woman doesn't wait for permission. She goes after what she wants, and usually gets it. Now enter the Cancer man. Soft-spoken, thoughtful, deeply emotional. He watches before he moves. He feels things most people miss. He's got this quiet strength that doesn't need attention to feel powerful. Where she's all action, he's all feeling. So how do these two meet in the middle? It starts with curiosity. She's never met someone like him before. So calm, so grounded, so attuned. And he's drawn in by her passion, her courage. She makes him feel alive, seen, and surprisingly safe, even in her wild energy. But love isn't only about attraction. It's what happens when the flame meets the tide. When the Aries woman falls for a Cancer man, it's not something she planned. It sneaks up on her. She didn't expect to feel this vulnerable, but something about his energy softens her edges. He doesn't try to control her, he just listens, and that changes everything. For the Cancer man, the Aries woman is like a sunrise. She brings color and clarity to his world. Her directness is almost shocking, but also refreshing. With her, he learns how to stop hiding, to speak up, to feel brave. And yet, it's not always easy. The Aries woman needs space. She charges through life with confidence and speed, but sometimes she forgets to slow down. She forgets to check in, and that's where tension begins. The Cancer man, while steady, is deeply sensitive. Words linger. Silence hurts. He won't always say it out loud, but when he feels pushed aside, he retreats, not out of anger, but to protect his heart. This is their first lesson, learning each other's ways of loving. She loves loudly, he loves quietly. She needs action, he needs reassurance. If they want it to work, they have to meet in the middle. The Aries woman will need to be more patient than she's used to. Slowing down doesn't mean giving up who she is. It just means realizing that not everyone moves at her pace, and that's okay. And the Cancer man, he'll have to stop expecting her to read his mind. She moves fast, yes, but she also cares, deeply. He just has to voice what he needs. When they get that part right, something beautiful happens. Together, they build a kind of balance most couples only dream about. She brings the fire that warms him, pushes him to take chances, to step outside his comfort zone. He brings the ocean that cools her, helps her breathe, reminds her that rest is just as important as ambition. He teaches her how to feel without fear. She teaches him how to fight for what matters. But timing is everything with this match. If they come together too soon, before they've each learned how to love themselves fully, it can get messy. He might cling, she might run, she might speak too sharply, he might shut down. So it's not always about being perfectly compatible. It's about emotional maturity, about choosing each other again and again, even when it gets hard. Because when it works, it really works. This love feels sacred, like firelight reflecting on still water. It soothes and excites at the same time. They can grow together in ways that neither of them expected. The Aries woman starts to feel safe in her emotions. She discovers that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. And the Cancer man? With her, he becomes bold, not because she pushes him, but because she believes in him. There's something powerful about being loved by someone so different from you. It stretches you, challenges you, transforms the way you see the world and yourself. These two have a special kind of magic. It's not loud or flashy. It's quiet in some moments and stormy in others, but always it's real. If they can stay honest, if they keep choosing growth over comfort, they'll build something that lasts. Even the stars can't predict everything, but they do draw a map. And Aries and Cancer are like two constellations that don't always align, but when they do, the sky lights up. So if you're an Aries woman loving a Cancer man, or vice versa, know this: you're not impossible. You're just intense. And that's the point. This match wasn't written for easy love. It was written for deep love, brave love, transformative love. So take your time, be kind, stay curious. The fire doesn't burn the ocean when there's understanding, and the ocean doesn't drown the flame when there's trust. It's all about rhythm, balance, showing up even when it's uncomfortable, because that's how you build something real. So if you're in this story or you've been there before, tell me in the comments. How did it change you? What did you learn about love that no one ever told you? I'll be reading every word,